So one of the ladies asked me, she said, Alisa, I'm really confused. Why I have to stop working or start working less in order to motivate my husband to start working or make more money? And I will explain this dynamic to you, my friends. The only way a man starts feeling motivated and connects to his masculine energy is by when a woman is passive, when a woman starts to relax and take care of herself. Instead of going to work, she actually went for a walk, she went for a run, she did meditation or yoga. Now all of this relaxation that she has, when her husband comes home or a boyfriend comes home, hopefully they're not living together, but in modern society that's what happens, she feeds him her feminine energy. The feminine energy is relaxed energy, and when a woman is passive and relaxed, she gives a man the opportunity to shift to his masculine energy. And when he shifts, he wants to work, he wants to provide, he wants to protect and make money. So I hope you guys understand this feminine and masculine dynamic, because if you work, your man gonna be passive. He's not gonna be interested to provide and protect because you're already doing that. My kid's dad is denying his kids to not pay child support. He is not on birth certificate, sees them. What do I do? You see, you can look at it from psychological point of view, from a legal point of view, and from the spiritual point of view. And I would like to answer it all. Of course, legally, you can go get the DNA test and prove it to him that here's your kids and you gotta support them. But that's gonna create more tension and more mistrust. What I would highly recommend for you to do, instead of that, just accept that he's scared to take responsibility over his children. He doesn't want responsibility. He doesn't want to provide and protect because somewhere there between you and him, there's tension, there's problems, and that's how he is punishing you. And in the background, he might be even punishing not even you, but his mother. Because a man who grew up with a mother figure, who was at home, who was loving, who was gentle and not working all the time, he will be happy to provide and protect his future wife or girlfriend, especially when there's kids involved. And when a man grows up in a broken family, when a mother is not there to nurture, to love him, especially from the ages 0 to 5, he grows up resenting mom subconsciously. And then what he does, instead of punishing his mother when he's an adult, he's punishing his wife or his girlfriend. And that is what's happening between you and him, at the root cause of the problem. But you are not therapist, it's not your duty to fix him. However, because you have kids, you're practically married, and instead of trying to prove your point that it's his children, what I highly recommend for you to start doing is either meditation, you can find my videos on YouTube channel, or a prayer. If you're Christian, find a Christian prayer. If you're Muslim prayer, it doesn't matter, whatever that it's in your faith. Or you can do affirmation. I wish everyone happiness, which I also share on my YouTube channel. If you do that for 5 minimum, or ideally 15 minutes every morning when the sunrise is going up, between 6 a.m., between 5 a.m. to 8 a.m., you're gonna start feeling that you're no longer angry at him, you're no longer frustrated with him, that he's not paying child support, that he's not there to help, to support. And as your resentment, frustration, and anger goes down, what's going to start happening, your trust, your love, your faith gonna start going up. And then you will feel the true security and safety that comes from above. And as you're overcoming the resentment towards him, God himself gonna take care of you, whether he will change his mind and he gonna start supporting you, or he will send you another man altogether. But don't try to change anyone. Don't try to prove any point, because that's gonna continue to just disconnect you and him, and you won't be able to win that battle. And I understand that logically it doesn't make sense. It's his kids. Why he's not there? Why he's not paying? Why he's not providing and not protecting? But consider it's also your karma from previous relationship, maybe previous lives. I understand that if you're Christian, you may be not believing in that, but we have to understand that there's a karma behind it. And so this is your exam and this is your test to pass. And this is the fastest way to pass this exam, so you can actually stop resenting him and having peace in your heart and in your mind, for your sake and your children's sake. Just gotta do work. Even though with kids it's very hard, waking up earlier, doing the affirmation or meditation or prayer, but you can do it. You can, for the sake of you and children. Yeah. Tips for single mother dating. When it's the best time to tell them I'm single mother? I highly recommend for you to watch a program called 6 Stages to Create a Happy and Lasting Relationship on my YouTube channel. There's 7 parts to it. Each one is 20 to 30 minutes long. However, you will understand of how men are in a dating process, because men and women date completely differently. Women, we want relationship, we want commitment, and we want, once we fall in love, we want marriage or serious relationship and family. Men are attracted just to have sexual intimacy, unless they're in their 40s or 50s, they want relationship in late 40s. But otherwise, in their 20s and 30s, men don't even think about relationship. They're trying to get on their feet, and they're sexually motivated. And so, therefore, if you're gonna be dating this man first months or 2 months, he doesn't have any feelings for you, only sexual attraction. And so it's very early to introduce your children. You got to introduce your children to a man not earlier than the 4th stage of the relationship, which called closer. It's the 3rd stage is exclusive, and 4th stage is closer. When a man actually falls in love with you and not just sexually desires you. He now wants to take care of you. He can now listen to your problems without being scared and running away. And that takes between 5 to 6 months. Maybe earliest 4 months, but not earlier than that. But in order to fully understand how to date a man, there's a clear formula. And if you use this formula, your man will actually commit to you. But if you start the relationship with sexual intimacy, man will not even develop his feelings. And so you gotta watch this full program to really see how to date men properly. So I hope that helps. Thank you for the heart. What if he won't work? So I'm assuming somebody is asking if a man is not working. Again, if you are working, you are demotivating your man to go to work. It's just the way it works. White and black attracts. Positive, negative attracts. Short and tall attract. Fat and skinny attract. Opposite attract. Minus and plus attract. So if you are working, you're sending the message to your man, I will take care of the family. I will take care of kids. I will take care of bills. And therefore, he has no motivation to work. And so in order to motivate him, start working less. Be more relaxed, at peace, happy, go for a walk, run, do yoga, meditation, affirmation. Take care of yourself. And when you're relaxed, at peace, and happy, that gives a man so much energy to go to work and produce and bring results and back in home. It's just like that. It's a velocity. I have this microphone here. You won't be able to fight the gravity. If I drop it, it goes down. That's the way it works with man. If you work, he will not be working. If you stop, he'll be motivated to work and provide and protect. But again, if you're demanding go to work, make money, that will kill his motivation. You just gotta be soft, feminine, gentle, kind, compassionate, peaceful, and happy. And that is the best motivation for a man to provide, lead, and protect. Please remember that, ladies. Yeah. What if you don't pay, then he leaves you without, I'm assuming, money? What if? It's a hypothetical fear. What if there will be a volcano? When there'll be a volcano, we'll run for life. But we cannot deal with hypothetical fears. I understand right now, he is not married to you and you have to work in order to protect your children. But you can wake up 10 minutes earlier to do affirmation, prayer, or a meditation. It doesn't matter what you choose, but you gotta do something. And when you do it, the results happen. That's the way it works, but not other ways. But what if this happens? What if he leaves? What if he cheats? All of that is hypothetical fear. You gotta do what's good for you and your children. But in the long run, if you don't do any kind of spiritual practices, I promise you, my friends, life doesn't get better. it gets worse, because with age we become more bitter, more cynical, more resigned if we're not connecting to the main source. And for some of you, it's God, it's higher power, it's universe, it's Krishna or Allah, it doesn't matter. But we gotta get to the source. Without it, we're depending on a man or a woman, husband, wife, mother, father, kids to make us happy. But they're just human beings. They're struggling with their battles. And so we can't make others be responsible for our happiness. And on top of it, you're saying you don't want to do a DNA test. Well, that is a problem. Of course, he's not going to trust you if you are not doing the DNA test. He's not silly. You gotta do the DNA test.